Hey, welcome on the phone lines. We've been teasing all show. Big announcement coming in the 8 o'clock hour. And this is now an international announcement. As we welcome onto the phone lines our mystery guest, please welcome the one, the only, Gretchen DeBacker. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so sorry to disappoint people. I had no idea you were.
If they've been listening today, then you are not the one that's been disappointing them. Gretchen, I would say you sound great.
This is about what people expect.
Go ahead. Where are you? Where are you calling from right now?
It's 5:30 in the morning, and I am calling from the mean streets of San Pedro, California, which is basically Los Angeles, and I'm about to get on a cruise to Mexico in 2 hours.
So you went to California to go to Mexico. That sounds about right.
You know, you passed Mexico, right?
The other side.
Yeah.
The other side, the far side.
Well,
Okay.
now
The far side of Mexico.
we've been telling people this is the international as well, so that we this is just laden with mystery.
Well, if you stick with us for the next 6 hours,
which most will,
we will become an international program. We've got a big announcement, something we've been working on for a number of months that we're excited about. And this is really like, you and Matt's idea that I sort of weaseled my way in on. But Gretchen, why don't you break the news as to what is coming in 2024 to Northwest Ohio?
Well, that's very exciting. I will do just that. So we are very excited to announce that the three of us have launched a podcast. It's called The 419, and we will release our first episodes on January 1st of 2024. So we're very excited.
Why would anyone listen to this?
Well, that's the real question. I just think that we felt like as American citizens, you're obligated to have a podcast now. And so we felt like we needed to get one.
That's right.
But basically, it's just a conversation show, and thank you, people like you guys on this, on Fred's show, chatting with folks. And that's the same thing that we're going to do here. We're doing a premise where only one of us knows who the guest is, and the other two are surprised. Again, a total ripoff of another podcast. Fine, that's fine. And then we just sort of have an organic conversation about them. And it could be anybody. It could be leaders. It could be our friends. It could be community people. It could be people doing great things in Toledo. But we're excited. I'm excited. I don't know about Matt, but I am. Kevin, how about you?
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I will say that when you guys had said, I was familiar with the podcast Smart List that we're sort of ripping off this concept from, and I really like the podcast. I didn't think about how organic that format makes the conversation, and I went into it like, oh yeah, this will be interesting. But we've recorded an episode already where I knew one of the guests. I didn't know another guest. I didn't know who they were. I mean, I knew them, but I didn't know they were coming on. And I didn't know them that well.
Right.
And it just becomes a really interesting exploration of getting to know somebody with legitimately no agenda, no prep, no, the conversation goes where it goes. And I think that was really interesting for me. And I hope, and I'm confident that that'll be interesting for listeners as well.
And the Lynch, of course.
I agree. I think it's really good.
Oh my God. It's just going to be.
Go ahead,
the whole
Matt.
podcast is just us talking over one another. It's been great.
It really actually is.
It's celebrating our area, right? So, and as trey as it sounds, all the guests are telling their story about the 419 or our region, and depending on who invited them, right, that person wants to celebrate what that individual does, either professionally in their free time or something they're supporting in some way. And that's been true right out of the gate. The two individuals, I knew them both. I don't know if I knew them necessarily as people, nor did I really know what made them tick. But the questions were good. We get to know a little bit more about ourselves. And again, celebrating all the great stuff that happens around Northwest Ohio and Toledo specifically has been a fun path right off the rip.
And so, of course, you'll be able to get this anywhere you find podcasts. Just search the 419 in Toledo, and I promise you will get it. I think we may have a website as well, potentially the 419.com. or GretchenDeBacker.com, I think, is also an available way to get that. Is that right, Gretchen? We can just go to your personal website.
GretchenDeBackerLaw.com, but yes.
Perfect.
Law.com. What's on GretchenDeBacker.com?
That's different.
That's totally something separate. I don't want to talk about it.
So coming in 2024, releasing January 1, we will have the first 3 episodes of the 419. Matt Killam, Gretchen DeBacker, and myself exploring some of the most exciting individuals in our region, folks that make the 419 better. And we're excited for you a chance to meet them and learn a little bit more about them from maybe a different angle than you've seen in the media, or maybe you already know them. So we're excited about that. Gretchen, I appreciate you waking up really, really early and joining us, especially calling in from California. But thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to 2024.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for having me, and have a good rest of the show.
Enjoy your dumb trip.